Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo. It is Sunday, just afternoon, and oh boy, I am excited. We are here for Hibike Euphonium Season 2, Episode 1. Now, I don't know who told the people at KyoAni that I was planning to watch 2 episodes, but they decided to be really nice and just combine those 2 episodes together into the first episode. Yay! So we've got ourselves a nice 47-minute long episode of Hibike Euphonium to start off this second season. Awesome. What happened in the last video? Well, we watched 12 and 13, and then I realized overnight that Oops didn't do the OVAs, so I did those the day after, and all of that just got released on YouTube today as like one bundle thing. So that's all up. And, well, we got gold. We got gold at the regional competition. Yes! Now we're on to the next stage, or I guess the next piece, right? I guess we just go up the ladder of competition. It gets harder and harder as we go, of course, as these things do, which means likely more and more and more and more practice. Cool. Good. Great. What is that going to consist of? I don't know. Will it be more of the same? I feel like we'll shake things up like a little bit. I'm just really excited to get to spend more time with these characters in this sort of beautiful show, and I don't know why there was a sort of there. It is just a beautiful show. Beautiful show, gorgeous characters, really lovely. I've heard mixed opinions as to like people saying that they like S1 better, people saying that they like S2 better. Okay, great. I get the feeling that they're probably about on par, which is a very, very good thing. And I'm just excited to get into this and see where Hibike goes from here. We just had a really super exciting finish to the end of the series, to the end of the season. Now what? We reached this goal that we've been aiming toward. It's just the first stop on the way. It's like the first base camp climbing Mount Everest, right? We got a long way to go. Let's get down to business. Sorry. Whenever I hear we've got a long way to go, I immediately think of the intro to Make a Man Out of You. Because it is the intro. Yeah. All right. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Blah, words. Hibike. More Kumiko. More Reina. More best girl Hazuki. Actually, I'm not going to say that she's best girl, but goddamn, she has made a case for herself in the last couple of episodes, especially in the OVA that focused almost entirely on her. Oh, one thing that surprised me was a lot of people commented or mentioned or said in Discord that they had never seen the OVAs for Hibike, and I think that's a damn shame because the season 1 OVA that focuses on Hazuki is awesome and you need to watch it. So if you're watching this and you haven't gone and watched that yet, it's the previous thing on the playlist. Go make watch. It is good. And then the specials they're cute. They're cute little 2-minute special things. Great. But man, Hazuki. She's making a case for herself. All right, I feel like I'm getting lost in the weeds and I just want to watch some Hibike. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me make sure that I've got the subtitle track that I chose. I do. So for the batch that I downloaded, for season 1, there was only one subtitle track available, and it was the FFF subtitles. For season 2, there are 2 tracks available, at least up through episode 7, I think. At which point we might have to do something different, but there's one by Kantai and one by FFF, and after like reading comments on the torrents, I decided to just like for now, for at least those episodes that we have, just do the safe thing and stick with the FFF subs that we have. Apparently the Kantai subs change some of the titles of the episodes in ways that are bad. I don't know anything beyond that. I haven't gone through the episode and like tried to check. I can do that afterward, like after the episode is done, because then I won't be spoiled on anything. And then maybe we'll find out whether I made a mistake and actually should have been using the Kantai subs this whole time. In any case, please forgive me for sub decisions. I didn't really make the decision. I just have what I have. And from the 2 things that I have, I think sticking with the FFF subs for what we can is probably the best move. Okay. So let us go ahead and jump into Hibike S2 Episode 1. I have it up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction video. One will be a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, and it won't have any discussion on it. Just the picture-in-picture version with my reaction. Great. You can find that linked in the description. There will also be the timer-based version up on YouTube. It will have discussion at the beginning and the end, and at the very beginning of the video, it will have a beep beep timer to help you sync up in case the way you prefer to watch it is to watch along with your own version of the media. If you do want to watch it that way, cool. Get it ready because the timer is coming right now. Make sure we've got sound. Okay, so this is silent. Okay. Starting with atmosphere, huh? Winter, eh? Oh, no, early spring. You can see the buds on the cherry trees. Okay. New OP! Oh, we're going with much more standard band sound. Mmm. Mmm. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Wait. What was that? And now we're finally here. Yeah, like with the guitars in there, actual drum kit. But then they've still got that big brassy sound too. Cool. Legs Sky season change? Is this immediately post competition? Yay! Yeah, it's gotta be. This is the aftermath, huh? Gotta get in the pick. She would. What's up, Raina? Just so happy. Just so happy. Aw, I'm happy for you. Mm. Hasn't really sunk in, yeah. Yes. No dud gold here. Only the real deal. Midsummer fanfare, okay. So I guess season change. I'm real proud. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. They have something planned? Yeah, just that. Good. He looks younger. Did his hair get poofier? I think his hair got poofier. Yeah. Work doesn't stop. Mm. Let the octopus out. Oh, who is she? Okay, we saw her at the end. I was like, she's probably nobody. Who the hell is she? She looks a lot like Reina. All right, and who is she? Hmm. Makes good sense. This environment is nuts. Just KyoAni things. We want to join? Oh, no. Okay, they're already in. But they're part of the... Ooh, training camp. Yes. Love me some training camp arcs. Hmm. He can't stop you. Yeah, they immediately come up with that idea. Super seriously, and a huge difference from what we've heard about last year. Yeah. Sorry for being yawny. Don't know. Don't know why. Hmm? Oh. Oh. These are all the cut, right? Nice and jazzy piece. Hey! Hey! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They've gotten good, but do they get another chance? Oh. Mm. Hard not to. You play a tuba. Hmm. Hmm. Aww. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like an impossible plan. That is very early. Hmm. Yeah, they're pretty damn interesting. Hmm. Squishy. Hmm. 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 Continues grunting unintelligibly. Mm-hmm. Mm. Com- competitors. Next one's up. And are they our next hurdle? Okay, so not the next hurdle, the final hurdle. Cool. Got scales now. Ugh. 5 a.m. Ugh. Really leaning into it, aren't we? Hmm. Ah, he's casing the competition too. That doesn't click. I know who that is, but I don't know who that is. Okay, I don't know who that is. Isn't isn't Mizore part of the title of Liz and the Bluebird? I think so. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, a little bit. You're also not that approachable. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Setup, setup, setup. Interesting. What's going on? Wait, is she the girl who was at the place? Is that the girl who was at the place? There's so much going on that I have like no clue about right now. Huh? Huh. Yeah. Otto. Yeah. Doubt it. Probably. Okay, never mind. No, probably. Oh. Oh. Okay. Dope. There is plenty. Yeah. They know the devil that lurks. Yeah. Okay. Got a new teacher guy. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi, Kumiko. You are now in the hot seat. Even if there is, she doesn't understand it well enough to really do any. Okay, here it comes. Maybe. Nope. Suddenly serious. Okay. Is she a former member? One of the ones who left? Oh boy. This is Mizore? Just because the pink. Yes, it's more magenta. Oh, this is back then. Right after they've lost. Hmm. Hmm. So they all went to middle school together. Hmm. Yeah, and you love it that way. Personal. Wow. Wow, Asuka. That's almost petty. Okay. Okay. And we're not going to get to see that, are we? Oh, that's a cool shot. Yeah, but these are old wounds. Wow. Just wants to be part of the club. And again, that's the way you like it. Wow. Oh ho ho. Ah, yeah. Bullshit. Bullshit. Stop keeping us in the dark. Bingo. Yeah. Yuko. Hmm. It's all tied together. And she just keeps practicing and looking out the window. Oh, I don't think that works for wet stuff. Yeah. Oh, double rainbow. Hmm. Well, I did not realize we were past the halfway point. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed. Hmm. Sister home? Hmm. Sweet, but not making a big deal of it. Okay. Not at all. Mm-mm. It's probably already open. Yeah. Okay. Not really. But that was pretty blunt. Ooh. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Totally. That got a response. But her gaze falls. Hmm. Terrified. Hmm. There are a lot of things on a lot of people's minds. Yeah, he's legit, but a goofball. Gonna bring it up, babe. Hmm. Hmm. Says the person preventing another person from getting that restart. It's a little weird. Oh, is that Nozomi? Oh, is that Mizore? Yeah. The flute. Nozomi. Wow. Hi. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. I like her. That's part of the point. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. That hairpin's really cute. That whole everything is really cute. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Those are weird. Good. Oh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Okay. What was that? That come on. I have no idea. Ah, callback. Yeah, callbacks. Hmm. Hmm. Don't rock the boat. But we don't really know the circumstances around that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Blinders on. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Mm. Nothing, just falling in love with Reina Kosaka again. One of those little water dropper turny thingies. Time related, I guess. Hi, Tuba-kun. Is there anything after? No. 2 seconds, 1 second, and we're done. Oh boy, wow, okay. I'm struggling to find the words to describe precisely how this episode made me feel, or more accurately, what I feel about this episode. It's super interesting, and I think that a large portion of it is dedicated to setting the tone. But the feeling that I had throughout the episode was this feeling of not knowing enough, not understanding enough, watching characters act in ways that I know are justified by things in their character profile or in their pasts, but we haven't explored the details of it yet. And so I, like someone like Kumiko, am fuzzy on all of the social relationships going on around me because I don't know the whole story behind them, especially when it's something that goes as far back as the Minami middle school girls and their seemingly very complicated set of relationships. I just don't feel like I know enough. Now, one thing that I noticed, and I can just check with the folder. Hold on. Yep. Okay. So, as soon as Mizori came up, I was like, pretty sure that the Japanese title of Liz and the Bluebird has Mizori in it, and it does, and it also has Nozomi in it. So they are that pair. Okay. That adds just like that doesn't help me at all in terms of like understanding the way that they feel about each other. But it does imply to me that we might not get the full story on or the full scoop on that stuff until Liz, which is a ways away. Regardless, interesting. Don't understand quite why these characters are acting in the way that they do. Now, that's not in any way a knock against like the characterization that's been done or the animation that serves that characterization. I think the visual storytelling is pretty clear for making us understand how they feel or how they're emoting in a given moment. But what's unclear are the whys. Like, we dedicate a ton of this episode to setting up this, like, multi-layered conflict between Asuka, Nozomi, Mizore, Yuko, Natsuki, and then the rest of the base group, at least the second and third years of the base group, all sort of trying to figure out what to do about this. Asuka really leaning into her almost villainous role, like her refusal to allow Nozomi in seems petty, although my opinion of that may have been changed by what Reina says about it later, that at this point the competition is everything, and letting someone in who has, like, letting them near the club has already had a noticeable emotional impact, especially on Mizore. So it rings true, but it still doesn't help me from thinking that Asuka is allowing a personal grudge or just a desire to not do something sway her decisions. The way that she continues to say, but I'm just a middleman with no power, I can't do anything, just sort of passing the buck a little bit, trying to push any responsibility for this kind of decision away, until pushed, and she finally says, I don't want to. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't like you. I don't want you in here. At least that's the feeling that I got from it. New characters introduced with complex relationships. This episode we really doubled down on the like, let's call it Yuri baiting, between Kumiko and Reina from very early on, with the lean on the train, straight through, taking pictures, all is well-ish. Still curious about this girl in this photo. She definitely has a distinctive ring, so don't know about that. And then that is Nozomi. So she came to watch the competition. Now I have to wonder whether her reasons for trying to rejoin the wind ensemble are somewhat selfish, and whether she would be trying to rejoin if they hadn't already proven their ability to succeed. Also uncertain where she fell into the conflict that sort of rocked the ensemble previously. Given what she said on the bus to Mizore during middle school, I would assume that she would have fallen into the camp of trying really hard and leaving because not everybody was trying really hard. But unknown. Definitely seems like she was part of the core of the conflict, though. Interesting regardless. Okay, we have set up for a training camp as well as 2 days of a break. Cool. Lots of like actual things going on. The Monoka Club does a performance, but they do not get a second chance. Nothing changes. Aoi-chan goes, yep. Gets very teary-eyed. Very moved. Meet with Reina. Have some cute conversations. Yeah, I don't dislike them. They're okay. We could hang out. General production was on point throughout the episode. Not much that was like super duper mega stunning. There was one cut of Reina with her hair blowing in the wind that was awesome. We're using televisions to set up future competitors. Them, I guess, being the final boss. At least that seems to be what we're building toward. We get ourselves a lean and an acceptance of lean. Yep. I love this room. Just gotta say, the staff office. There's a wider shot of it as well, and it's, oh man, the amount of detail in it, and like the accurate shadows and all the papers and the stuff. It's kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. Okay, so we meet her for the first time. I believe that at the point that Hibike 2 was coming out, nobody had any clue that there was going to be a film about these two. So I'm trying to come at it from that perspective. But like, okay. Character, magenta eyes, dark bluish hair, oboist. And we relate the oboe to a woman's voice, I believe, and mention it as one of the more or most complex and difficult instruments. Strong and precise technique. Reputation of being the most difficult woodwind to play. So then we have those two. Former conflicts. Some awkwardness. And then here is where we really start with the stuff that it feels like we're purely locked into Kumiko's perspective and not given any external details to like help flesh any of this stuff out. That's not a bad thing. It just means that the writing falls more in line with almost like a mystery story than anything else. It's like a mysterious interpersonal conflict. Does that make sense? I hope so. What are the roots of this conflict? Uncertain. What are the individual motivations of the characters involved in this conflict? Uncertain. For now. Because they would be uncertain to Kumiko for now, until somebody spills some beans and actually says what they think. Another new character, we have a second teacher boy, a kind of a foil for Taki, a little bit goofier, a little bit dad jokey, cool dude, you know. Everything about his style, his character design, his shirt, the fact that he's got the necklace, the multicolors, the bright pink, even the like wide-rimmed, like thick-rimmed blue glasses and the stubble make him seem a lot less formal, a lot more approachable and kind of fun and goofball-y than Taki. Which makes sense. He's a professional musician, not a professional teacher. Being professional in his industry just means playing real well. But he is a pro, so he makes some bad jokes. They're great, and then they turn into some good jokes when Taki starts grinding his foot into his instep, getting him to shut up. So we're gonna stagger our breaths, stuff like that. But this is all just to make us feel like we're leading into what's coming, and what's coming is Natsuki making a specific personal and formal request. We want Nozomi back. She wants Nozomi back. And from the moment that this happens, we see Asuka just like, really? Cold. And what's even more interesting is that Nozomi isn't like asking for permission from somebody who has authority. She's asking for forgiveness for whatever she did before, right? Like, she's requesting that we put that under the bridge. She just wants to rejoin. It's almost like asking a parent's blessing for a marriage. It's not technically necessary. You can get married without the father's blessing or whatever. But it's still probably a good idea and is going to be helpful in your future because you're going to have to interact. So then we get this flashback, which wasn't very distinguished as a flashback. It confused me for a moment until we saw the different uniforms and the crying people. So, Mizore and Nozomi. Long history. Yuko there. Other people there. Okay. She says some interesting lines to herself. I hate competitions. Okay. And then Nozomi hits her with, let's get gold while we're in high school. And she responds kind of apathetically. Until she then later, I assume later in the bus ride, you're kidding, yeah. So they don't get it. They don't make it. And later she says, were you serious about what you said? Making it feel like she was really thinking about it, considering it. Let's do it. And this is almost the faintest smile. And then she looks back out the window. Obviously a very insular person, not somebody who opens up to other people very much. So here we have Asuka playing her role. I'm just a powerless middle manager. I won't rejoin unless I have your blessing. It's all up to you. But she's entirely giving her that power. And Asuka just responds with coldness. We're in the middle of a sectional. You're going to have to wait. So then we start kicking out the first years. And this is like the first real schism that we've had in the club at all. And it is directly caused by Nozomi returning. So it kind of gives weight to the argument that that Reina makes a little bit later, that keeping that kind of an influence out is not a bad idea. I like this cut. I like this cut a lot. So she comes, she comes, she comes. Is she that desperate, and why? So we eavesdrop. We get some... Yeah, she finally lets it out. I don't think it should happen. Gives her reasons. So we get a little bit of the details, but not a lot. Definitely not enough. And here we have our first instance of strawberry stuff falling and breaking on the floor. Also that the two of them are blue, which Reina ends up getting at the festival, and the two of them are pink, which Kumiko ends up getting at the festival. Maybe something to that. There's nothing to that. So yeah, everybody's being really tight-lipped about this. Everything is being kind of awkward, and we still don't have really the full scoop. 3-second rule joke. Fireworks festival setup. Reina asks Kumiko out. And it's pretty sweet. She goes and gets her yukata. Yeah. They have kind of a moment between sisters because Kumiko's like, would she even care? Well, she cares about you. So, congrats. So then we have a kind of a great moment of I don't know what to think of it as. Playful teasing. So, are you? This is great. And Kumiko in the middle, which I think is maybe a setup for like a microcosm of what's going to happen here. Kumiko stuck in the middle of a conflict she doesn't entirely understand, that maybe gets kind of resolved on its own. Maybe. We'll see. So then she tells her it was about Nozomi. And at that moment, we get this, which I read as surprise, and this, I wasn't sure what to read that as. But then her gaze very clearly falls, and she just sits there. And later it is said to us that the look on her face was fear. All right. All right. Interesting. Excited for this to develop, but there's so little to like really grab onto and like turn into what I think is really going on here. There's so much unknown. So we're improving. New guy doing good. Kumiko's attention is big time onto Mizore. And then we see this. As though she is having an allergic reaction to hearing that flute. That specific flute. As though it's just causing the worst turmoil. Why is she so afraid? I don't know. Now to metagame a little bit. Bring in the metagaming pigeon. To metagame a little bit, like, Listen the Blue Bird is about a relationship between Mizore and Nozomi, right? If case, then that seems like the source of fear. Whether that fear comes from, like, just being terrified of like, the potential of a relationship, or that fear comes from their exes, and you don't want your ex near you, or what, I think that's probably the core of things here. And I'm calling it metagaming because it's not knowledge that I should technically have, right? It's essentially a spoiler, but not one that I can avoid either. And at the same time, it's not that useful in terms of figuring out what's really going on here. So more than anything, I am intrigued and excited to get bits and pieces that make things fall into place. That's what I feel like this season is gonna be. How much of this episode, given how much of this episode seemed to be tone setting and just like unresolved setups, which is great for a first episode. So she's clearly a talented flautist. She's still playing. She's been practicing. This is a very cute little And then sister being gone. So some awkward here. And then we've got the fireworks. One really cool thing that they did with the fireworks was that we see a bunch of characters like who haven't gone and specifically visited the festival. I'm not sure where the cuts are. Who haven't gone and specifically visited the festival, looking up fireworks and like certain things that occur in the night sky are sort of like bonds that people can experience even if they're a fair distance apart. It's kind of like linking everything together in time. It's kind of cool. Quitting is the same as running away. And then there's this line. I don't know if she was running from upperclassmen she hated. I don't think so. From her classmates, potentially and partially, or from herself. That seems like the most likely to me. One classmate in particular, and from herself. We'll have to see what form that takes. I really don't know. And then Reina tells us that she would never, ever, ever do that. And I believe her. She couldn't do that, so she quit. Yeah. Yeah, so like you. This is a great musing. Will making it to nationals make a special? Don't know, but if we don't make it, we definitely won't make it. If that makes sense. And then they hold hands as the fireworks fly. No matter how hard I wish otherwise, in the blink of an eye, everything becomes part of the past. Yes. This cut. What's wrong? And that's the end. All right, give me a sec. I want to find, there's one thing that I wanted to talk about that I know is there, but I don't know where it is, so I'm going to look for it, and then I'll just cut this part out. Okay, just going through this at 2 times speed. This whole scene reads so well with just the visuals. Just humor me for a moment. Are you on bad terms? So, are you? Especially Kumiko's just all the character acting here. So great. So great. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. Back to scrubbing. Okay. I found the thing I was looking for, and I'm still confused by it. So let's just run through the scene really quick. We just bumped into Trombonist Boy, and Reina. Oh wait. One line before that was right. Yeah, if you want to go with her, you may join us. So, like, go. And then he does that. We get this question. Well, no thanks, no reason to. Later. And then she says, I think spineless guys are no good. Kumiko, like, kind of agrees. And then this is translated to come on, but what she actually says is tekito, which is a word that's like not translatable apparently, because I just went and started like researching it. Similar to like yapari or kondo. It's a word that can have a good or bad meaning depending on the context and the values of the person using it. If used in the negative sense, it can mean something like vague, unserious, or half-assed. In a positive way, it can also be used to describe something done casually, quickly, and without too much effort or stress, relaxed or lazy depending on the context. Some people use it as an expression on its own, like if your roommate washed the dishes but the plates still have small pieces of dried egg on them, you might shake your head and mutter, tekito. And that seems to be the meaning that we've got here, as though Reina is sort of shaking her head and just being like, lazy. And then in that context, it seems to be aimed at Shuichi, right? As though she's like, come on, man. Ask out girl you want. I'm not sure if that lines up. But okay. At the very least, it seems reasonable that I would be slightly confused by the context of it, because the translation's slightly confusing. And then we get these cute moments, brain freeze, good stuff like that. Shoutouts to whoever designed Reina's outfit, because oh, damn, that's cute. All in all, really interesting first 2-part episode thing. A lot of stuff I don't know yet. Distinct and very like palpable feeling of an immense number of setups packed into this episode that I won't understand until they're paid off. Now, as much as I like getting payoffs immediately because, well, then you get the whole picture and you can actually talk about it. This is exciting to get a bunch of setups immediately because it means we've got a lot of payoffs to look forward to, and I'm hyped for that. So, new interesting conflicts among the members of our wind ensemble. All the same great characters, a couple of new characters who have the seeds of greatness in them. We're just gonna have to see how this goes next week. I don't know. Anyway, just glad to be back with more Hibike. It's good stuff. Very much enjoy. And I think that's going to be about it for me for this video. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Hibike Season 2, Episode 1, the full 2-parter experience. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week in the next one where we will knock out 2 and 3, and hopefully get a better idea of what's really going on here. Sound good? Good. Thanks for watching. Peace.